Hello, Aunt Gert. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Oh,
Really
that's
appreciate you spending 20 minutes earlier talking about your life. Over lunch, we realized you and I forgot to ask a couple questions. Is it okay to talk about those?
good. Yes.
I understand you spent about 20 years working as a teacher's aide.
Yes.
Can you talk about that just a little bit?
Well, I had second grade, and I used to take them out of the room, and then we used to bring them in our area, and then we had them read, and they would read to us.
And was this a federal program? What was it called?
Yes,
Tiger something?
Title I. It was a federal program.
Title I?
Title I.
Title I program. And so you would help these children in New Bedford, which were part of the public school system,
Yes.
and you could measure how they improved on their reading skills.
Yes.
And you did this for 20 years.
20 years.
I imagine you developed some very close relationships at the school.
Oh, yes. I'm friendly with a lot of people at the school.
Yeah. And that was here in New Bedford?
But I don't see them now. But
Okay.
I'm still close to them.
And I understand you had a wonderful retirement party.
Yes, I had a good retirement party. Yes.
And you also, over lunch, mentioned you lived in about 3 different homes as a child here in New Bedford.
Yes.
Can you recall what streets those were on?
The first one was where I was born on Roosevelt Street. The next one from there, we went to Ruth Street. And then from Ruth Street, we went to Rodney Street.
Pretty much the R streets.
The R streets. Yeah, that's true. Never thought of that before.
And let's see, you were a little girl of about, age 6 when you went to Ruth Street.
Yes.
So Frank Coyne was already born. He was a couple years younger than you.
Yes, he was 4.
And your mom, Julia, was still alive.
Yes.
And after about a year on Ruth Street, did she become ill with consumption?
Yes.
And she went to an asylum on the edge of town to help with that. And she was gone for about a year before she passed?
I guess so.
Yeah. And then with an Irish wake, at least in those days, they were in your home. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was in our home.
Yeah. Do you remember that wake, the relatives coming and
All I
neighbors?
remember there is crying.
Sure. Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Because you were
crying.
8 years old then.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And I couldn't understand death.
Of course not. It's not fair.
No.
But your dad, Patrick Coyne, held the children together. He did not want to separate you guys.
That's right. He didn't want to separate us, and we all grew up together.
I'm sure you